This video demonstrates in detail how to begin your journey to a smile you'll love for those who have ordered an impression kit rather than visiting a SmartSmartCo clinic. We can't stress enough how important it is to take accurate impressions. So, before taking your own impressions, watch the whole video and read the guide in your impression kit all the way through. Let's have a look in your impression kit. To take impressions, you will need the guide and foldout, impression trays, putty, gloves, and the guide stick. You will be taking 6 impressions in total, 3 of your upper teeth and 3 of your lower. Before you start, clean and floss your teeth, then wash and dry your hands, and get set up to take your impressions. Prepare a tissue, as you'll probably dribble, and have a mirror handy to take your impressions in front of. Only wear the gloves provided in your impression kit. Don't use your bare hands or other gloves, as they may damage the putty. While taking impressions, be sure to have the fold-out section from your guide laid out in front of you. There are different trays for your upper and lower teeth impressions. Be sure you know which trays are used of each. You will also need 1 blue and 1 white putty pod for each tray. Begin by taking all the upper impressions. Identify the trays for the upper teeth and lay out the putty for each. The whole process for each impression, including preparation, takes 4.5 minutes, so it is important to use a timer. First, prepare the putty. You have 60 seconds to mix the putty, roll it to size, fit it in the tray, and poke some guide holes before the putty starts to set hard. For the first 30 seconds, mix the blue and white putty together vigorously. Make sure it is mixed until there is only one solid color of blue without any white streaks. Next, roll it into a 10 cm sausage. Check its size using the measurement box on the foldout. Then fit it into the tray, like this, making sure the putty is evenly distributed. Finally, use the poker to mark 2 shallow holes in the front center of the putty, like this. These holes mark where your front teeth will be placed when pressing into the impression. The impression takes 3.5 minutes. Using a mirror makes taking the impression easier. Place your front teeth in the middle of the guide holes. Use your thumbs to press the tray into your teeth in one smooth movement until your front and back teeth touch the tray. Pressing into the putty only takes a second or two. Only use your thumbs to press the tray. Do not bite into the putty. Resist the temptation to move your fingers to press in different places. This may cause the impression to be inaccurate. Hold the impression still until the countdown ends. Let's take a closer look at a couple of things to get right when taking an impression. Before pressing down, make sure your teeth are positioned in the middle of the putty. Your 2 front teeth should be positioned over the 2 guide holes. Press in one motion until your front and back teeth make contact with the bottom of the tray. It is important that your front and back teeth must touch the bottom of the tray. Check that the putty covers your gum line all the way around your teeth, and be sure to pull your lip over the putty and the tray. Note, a little putty should bulge over the front to give a clear impression. Being too close to the front or back can cause too much putty to press out of the tray. Hold the tray in place in your mouth for 3.5 minutes. Do not move the tray or apply pressure at different points after pressing the tray against your teeth. After 3.5 minutes, you can remove the tray. The easiest way is to pull down on the sides of the tray rather than using the handle. Do not only pull on the handle. Once you have removed the tray from your mouth, compare it to the impression examples in the guide and this video. This is a perfect impression. Notice how all the teeth meet the gum line and you can see the gum line. This is what the lip of putty looks like, enabling us to detect your gum line. This impression is too shallow and would be rejected. This happens when the teeth are not pushed all the way through the putty to the tray, or if the putty has been mixed for too long and it has hardened before beginning the impression. We need to be able to see your gum line, so make sure you feel your front and back teeth touch the tray each time you make an impression. In this example, the teeth break through the putty and scrape the front of the tray, so the impression would be rejected. This happens when the front teeth are not properly centered over the guide holes made in the putty. Lastly, the gum line is too faint at the front of the tray, so the impression would be rejected. This happens when the lips are not pulled over the putty and the tray. It is recommended that after taking your initial impression, you send us some pictures of it to get feedback before you take the remaining sets of impressions. However, if you feel confident, you can proceed. No matter how you judge your impressions, place them all in the resealable bag to return to us. Once you've completed all your upper impressions, begin your lower teeth impression with these trays. Again, use a mirror. Place the tray centrally over your lower teeth and use your fingers to press the tray downward onto your teeth in a single firm motion so the front and back teeth touch the tray. It helps to lock your thumbs under your jaw. Apply pressure, but don't move your fingers to press in different places. Also, be sure to pull your bottom lip over the putty and the tray. To remove the tray, the easiest way is to pull up on the sides of the tray rather than using the handle. Now that you've watched the video, you may like to watch the real-time impression walkthrough video while taking your impression. It walks you through the process in real time to help you take the perfect impression, and it includes a timer.